Today's life lesson is a super important one, which we need to remind ourselves about frequently. Life is a journey, not a destination. The problem with thinking too much about the future is that you miss the present moment. Life is happening right now. I remember when I was a kid that I heard there was a new Star Wars movie coming out in like a year, and I just could not wait. I remember thinking literally, if I could just close my eyes and a whole year could go by and I could open my eyes and just be there, that would be amazing. Just delete this year. Of course, that was my child brain operating. But even as adults, we think similar things sometimes. Maybe you've got a vacation coming up soon and you just can't wait. Something you're looking forward to, like the Christmas holidays that you just wish would get here sooner. Or even a new video game coming out. Grand Theft Auto 6, anyone? Who am I kidding? I don't have an Xbox or a PlayStation anymore. Maybe I can watch other people play it online like some kind of sad observer. Let's bring it back in. Focus. Life is a journey, not the end point. So, the pitfall to avoid here is, if you're always focused on what's next, you miss what's happening today. There's this thing, which is true, maybe you've heard it before, but they say that when you're in your 30s, you'll think back to how good it would have been to be in your 20s again. But then when you're in your 40s, you'll think, man, life was good in my 30s if I could only be in my 30s again. And on and on and on. The 60s envying your 50s and so forth. You gotta shift your focus to appreciate the present and what you have now. Realize how good it feels just to be who you are. The other problem with focusing too much on future goals and future plans and what you just want to have in the future is that, well, change is inevitable. It's a part of life. That means loved ones, parents, family, close friends, they all come and go. These people are not always going to be around. So appreciate who you do have in the present moment. Life is a journey. When you get to that destination someday, things are going to be different. So enjoy the here and now. But, are you saying we can't even look forward to stuff? I'm not saying that. Just like yesterday's video when I talked about balance in all things and avoiding extremes, it's great to be excited about an upcoming vacation. That can be half the fun. The planning, the anticipation. But if you feel negative emotions about just wanting to be there and not enjoying this time in between, that's the negative side. Things will be so good once XYZ, then I'll be happy. Okay, now I'd like to present to you some actionable items, some practical tips for how you can be more focused on the present moment, the journey. The first one is mindfulness. When I said that, you're probably thinking about something like this, right? Yes, that really is me levitating using only the power of my mind. Before AI existed. Mindfulness isn't some mystic practice only for yogi. It simply means being aware of the simple things. Enjoy the little things in life. A cup of coffee or a tea. The beautiful blue sky. That moment you sit down after some hard work is finished. A hot shower. The wind in your hair. The sun on your face. These are things to pay attention to. The smell of fresh laundry. Or even something as simple as taking a deep breath and letting it go. This even applies to things we typically think of as negative. I was thinking about this a lot the last year when I'm washing the dishes. That's not something fun, right? But you can actually consider it as a meditation. Life is so busy, social media, people messaging you, calling you, too many things that you don't have time to do. This is a moment to get away from the hustle and bustle and just relax your mind and daydream. Just like when you're taking a shower, you might have some good ideas while you're standing there washing the dishes. Another typically negative thing. Let's say you're having a really hard workout or there's a long walk and you're exhausted. Just feel your body, that you're alive and capable of using this tool. And if you're struggling to find something positive about the present moment, consider it a challenge or a game to find the positive aspect. Every cloud has a silver lining. For example, what if you've got a bad work assignment? You're powerless, right? It's just bad and there's nothing good about it. Look for something to learn from it. Maybe what you get out of it is simply you don't enjoy it, so you get the motivation to change, or it's just an experience, so when things improve, you will know the difference and you'll appreciate the good times. Many difficult moments actually can be an opportunity to learn something. So that's mindfulness, bringing your awareness to the present moment. The other actionable thing for you to do is celebrate your victories. A lot of times once we get something we've been working toward, it's like, okay, and what's next? Probably some kind of survival instinct embedded into us that makes us just focus on what we need next. But it is a good practice to really think and feel good about what you have accomplished so far. This actually touches on a concept I'd like you to understand more deeply, the gratitude game, which I covered already on here. I'll put a link to it in the pinned comment below. So thinking at a high level again. Life is a journey, not a destination. We basically live at a crossroads between the past and the future. Every moment we have is right now. So stop and smell the roses. And to continue the horticulture references, it's kind of like the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. I mean, that's comparing one situation with another, assuming that it's better, and then when you get there, you find out, well, it's just a different sets of pros and cons. So it's kind of like the grass is greener, but life is a journey, not a destination, is less about comparing situations and more about comparing across time. It's gonna be so good once I get here. Versus the present. It's some kind of fallacy, and it's about not appreciating what you already have. And as I said before, everything in balance. I'd like to end with this powerful quote. Maybe you have heard it before. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Smash like! And I'll see you tomorrow for the next life lesson.